हेलो। ठीक है। Hello guys, are you able to hear my voice? So my name is Mahesh Kumawat, and today I'm going to tell you. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. Okay, thank you, guys. Sorry for inconvenience. Just because of some internet problems, it was getting some issues. So today we are going to start it right now. So my name is Mahesh Kumawat, and I am a corporate trainer. Okay, and I'm a working professional, and I'm working for the past 12 years in the IT industries, and right now I'm a senior project manager. And as far as concerned about the security is concerned, so I am a cybersecurity consultant. So today we are going to talking about that, guys, that why do you want to join the cybersecurity? What are the different advantages? Okay, and what is a career path of yours? So we were just talking about all sort of things, and what are different certifications you would like to go for it, and what do you want to be achieved, and different your career prospects, and in the cybersecurity what sort of things you required. Okay, so we will talking about all those things. So I'm going to share my screen. Second, it is. So this is my Google Drive. I already shared you some of the students some time ago. So if you don't have accessibility of the Google Drive, then you can just ping me out. So I will going to share to you. So in this Google Drive, you just find out each and everything which we have, what, for the for the security concern. So a habit is just like that. If you are a cybersecurity, if you are the project managers, if you are a forensic investigations, if you're going for the Prince 2, ITAL, CCNA security, Azure, AWS, machine learning, Python. So there are a number of things you will just find out in my uh, particular Google Drive. So today we are just talking about some securities is all about. Okay. So first of all, I will clear you all of you guys that in the securities, right? So it's a second most resisted certifications, the top IT certifications of cybersecurity. So the first is the IT security certifications is artificial intelligence and machine learning and deep learning. Okay, and second, if you're talking about in the second certification is cybersecurity. So we are in the cybersecurity field, and what things you need to be work on it, what you're going to be achieve it, how, what sort of things you required for cybersecurity, what are different certifications for cybersecurity, and how do you going to be, what, make your career in the cybersecurity. Okay, so if you just take a look into this, the understanding of hacking, technical aptitude, and problem solving skills required, and okay, so these are sort of skills we required, and the top certifications if you're talking about, so that OSCP, CISP, CISM, and SRIG. These are some certifications you required. But before, if you were going to starting a new journey into the cybersecurity, so you required a certified ethical hacking, CHFI, licensed penetration tester. So there are a number of things we are just talking about as far as we concerned. So today we are discussing about this particular cybersecurity field, okay, as well as talking about a cloud solution architect. Okay, CCSP is one of the certifications. Okay, in Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud is also there. So it's the third certifications, the most IT top certifications we're talking about. You can make your career in all sort of things, and that the network certifications are also there, and CCNA, CCNP, or the CompTIA, ISACA. Okay, but if you're talking about your future career for the next 20 years and 30 years, and you would like to see that where do you stand, and the expected job and more as salary sort of things is concerned is over there. So if you, as per your interest, you can go for it, but security is the thing that you will just find out everywhere. Okay, if you're going to the production environment, if you're going for the uh, healthcare department, if you're going for the manufacturing department, everywhere you just find security, just because of every device required a security. So this is the what career path you can choose it. You can just find out all sort of materials from my Google Drive. I will going to share this particular link to you guys. Okay, so these are the different things. The project management is one of them. Okay, so who are the project managers? They are going to do project management skills, and data analytics skills. You will go for it. Data science sort of things. Okay, and digital marketing is one of them. So we have the most important concern is their security, because if you guys have the 2 or 3 years and more than 3 years experience into the networking in the um, system admin profile. Okay, and if you are working on the IT sort of thing, so this is the right career for you to going for the security, because cybersecurity is is very demanded. So if you're talking about the network security, wireless security, application security, web application security, cloud security, these are the booming what industries currently in the India and outside. Because what this is the security is the thing that it will be growing more and more, and there are number of opportunities you will find out into the networking. So this is the things we have. Check it out. We have another thing is right now, so I'm just want to share you that where you are and what you're going to achieve it, what things you need to be work on it. So if you just take a look, my dear friends, this is security certifications progression chart 2020. So this is the what are the different security certifications you just find out. So the matter of fact that in the security field we have security management, security architecture, security analysis, defensive operations, offensive operations, and security engineering. So I would like to tell you that some of the persons are, working on the network security, like they are working on the firewalls. Okay. So in this slide, we have to check it out in the PCNSC, it's a Palo Alto firewall. GNCIP, it's a Juniper firewalls. Okay. The PCNCA, this is the also uh, the Palo Alto firewalls. So matter of fact that if you are working on a firewall engineer, okay, in your company, or you're managing the firewalls in the gateway level security in your company, like FortiGate, you can say that. If you're talking about Palo Alto, Checkpoint, okay, and if you're working on the sort of things that you are the part of security engineering and you are the part of the network security, okay, and you're managing only the firewalls. So it's a network security devices. Okay, you will get a job, and but after sometimes you will see yourself that you need to go for the security is concerns. Yes, it will be 3 years, 5 years, and the firewall is going to be changed as per the time. The matter of fact that they just want, please, after 5 years, after 6 years, 10 years, you think that you need to be changed, going for some different profile like security sort of thing, so that you can make your career into this. So those guys are working on the network security. They will have to work on the more things like that. Okay, they will have to boost up your career in some different things in the IT. So is IT security certifications is important things. We're talking about some different certifications after that. So those guys are have Cisco certifications. Okay, CCNA, CCNP, CCIE. Okay, this is good. The matter of fact that, but after some times, what, you're working a good job, but matter of fact that security is also the concerns over there. So you are the only doing on the security engineering things. You have to go for some more things like management, like the security architecture, like analysis. So these are certifications for the individual level. Okay, you are going to the engineering sort of things. You need to go for configurations of things, installations things, maintenance sort of things. But you are not the managers. You're not for the CTO, chief technical officer. You're not the CISO. You will not become. So matter of fact that you need to go for some security management, security architecture, security analysis sort of things. I will talk about later on. But if you are guys are working on the Linux platform, RSCA, RSC, okay, these are some different certifications if you have, and if you're working on the same profiles. So if your career is 5 years, 10 years, then it's okay. But what about next? So after some time later, you think that your career need to be boosted up. So what type of certifications, what type of knowledge, what type of experience you required in the same sort of IT domain. So you will go for the some very important or very security management sort of certifications, security architecture, security analysis sort of certifications, and you can just make your career boost up on sort of things. So same thing is applied on the Windows. So MCSC, MMC, MCP, MCSA, those guys have done it. Okay, and the cloud sysops. Okay, so this is the industries right now working the VMware, VCP. Okay, and if you're talking about some VCP next. Okay, the VMware environment, or also it is talking about the cloud computing like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Okay, so we just talking about this different certifications sort of prospects sometime later. But the matter of fact that if you're working on the profile, okay, so it's good food for you. Right now, the cloud computing is boosting and your career, and you will get good job. But it's a part of your security engineering. Okay, so you will have to find out that you are always in the operations mode. Okay, IT operations, the part of it, IT operations. If you're working on the um, firewalls, if you're working on the uh, web servers, like okay, in the Linux platform, if you are guys working on the Active Directory domain sort of things, if you guys working on the VMware sort of things. So this is all about what the part of the security engineering. Okay, so your day-to-day activities like that, you need to be work on the uh, different installation, maintenance, changes, or IT operations things. Okay, so the matter of fact that you're kept busy all the time. Okay, so what about the next one? What do you think about next things you would like to go for it? So this is what I'm telling to you today, that if you are working on the guys on the different platforms, what is the next things you're gonna achieve it? It is a matter of fact that how much experience do you have, which things you are going to be best one. So this is the second thing. I'm talking about some offensive operations. So in the offensive operations, you will see that the LPT, okay, license penetration test and testing, OCP, OSCE. So these are some different certifications you want to go for it. Certified penetration tester, ECSA. Okay, so these are certifications you will go for it, and offensive operations. Okay, and the defensive operations, you can go for the CHFI, you can go for CEH. Okay, and you will go for ACE certifications. So the matter of fact that in the security, the offensive approach and the defensive approach. Okay, the red team and the blue team, the different team is there. So if you guys looking for the implement some sim solutions. Okay, so if you guys doing some penetration testing, if you are guys doing some security, network security sort of things. So that matter of fact that you are the part of offensive or defensive approach same times. So in the, if you are the part of offensive and defensive approach, and different certifications comes to the picture. You can go for CEH, you can go for the CHFI, you will go for license penetration tester. Okay, you can go for OSCP sort of certifications. So there are different certifications you will go for the offensive and defensive approach. So the companies are required the persons who is uh, you know what security analyst jobs, you will find it. Okay, and you will find out some security operations center jobs, network operations center jobs, if you have good understanding about offensive and defensive approach. But the matter of that, it is depend on your interest. If you guys have done the CCNA or Linux or network security, yes, you can go for this the offensive and defensive things. Okay, so CEH and CHFI and LPT, this sort of starting your career. If you are good in web application security sort of things, OSCP, okay, these sort of things, you can go for it. So the matter of fact that what type of going to be achieve it, how do you going to achieve it? Okay, and as far as concerned about the some management things. Okay, suppose you guys have more than 5 years experience, more than 10 years experience, more than 15 years experience, then what is next? What are you going to achieve it? Suppose you have worked on this network security engineering. Suppose some of the guys are working on the defensive operations as well. So what is the next things you would like to go for it? So the best answer is this: you can go for the security management, security architecture, and security analysis. So the matter of fact that we have different certifications or different programs. If you have checked it out, so CISSP is one of the programs we are talking about sometime later in this particular session. Okay, CISM, CISA. So these are the some security management. You will go for the CISM program. You will go for some CISA, lead implementer, lead auditor sort of programs. You can go for it. If you would like to go for the security architectures, you will go for the ITL, Information Technology Infrastructure Library. So if you would like to cover all the security management, security architecture, and security analysis programs, then you will go for the CISSP. It's a very tough examinations. We in this 8 domains is there. So we were just talking about the uh, uh, next few, 5 to 10 minutes later, all the sort of those sort of things. So CISA is one of them. Okay, so GNCS CIRIC is one of them. So different certifications for management is there. So if you going for the PMP, project management professional, then you are the part of security management and security architecture in the middle of same things. Okay, PGMP is one of the program, CIRIC is one of the programs. So the different certifications, different programs as per you like it. The TOGAF, COBET, ITL, so different frameworks, different uh, um, ISO 27000 standard guidelines, procedure, baselines. You will just going to be create in this particular season profiles. The security governance is one of them. So we will talking about step by step. There's different programs about the security things. You will gonna do it. So today I'm just going to talking about some certifications programs. What's your career path? What you want to be achieve it? Where you are? Where do you want to go after some time later? So those things you need to be understand. Then you will go for your career. That this is the things I have achieved it. This is my goal, and I would like to achieve it. The second task is there. Okay. So we are talking about some CISP. We were talking about some CISM, CISA. We are talking about some certified ethical hacking programs and multi more things. Okay. So we have some more things I would like to tell you is this in this particular slide. Second. Yes. So somebody will ask me, sir, what is the cyber security is all about? What are the things inside this? How we going to be know what things we know with these things we don't know. So this is the answer I will going to provide you. So this is a particular slide I also sent to you guys on the WhatsApp. So also I will going to share this particular things. So in the cybersecurity domains we are talking about here, the cybersecurity we have security operations. So in the security operations, you need to understand the same solutions: business continuity plan, disaster recovery plan, detection, protection, active defenses, data leakage preventions. So if you're working as a cybersecurity consultant, so what are different profile is there? Where are you going to be achieve all sort of things? So I will also going to tell you what's your path is all about. So this is the things, the framework standard, the career development, security architecture, network designing, data protections, okay, CASB, identity access management. So there are number of things you will going to be achieved. Risk management is vulnerability scanning, penetration testing, black box, white box, gray box testing, okay, and the governance, how laws and regulations, the federal, state, and the industry specific auditing, okay, the policy, procedure, standard, guidelines, baselines, compliance. So these are the some very important things is going to be working, because the matter of fact that security is basically working on the security controls. How to going to implement all sorts of controls. Certified ethical hacking, if you guys, those are looking for the certification of certified ethical hacking. So these guys are basically going for, the offensive approaches. What are the different ways of, doing attack, like brute force attacks, dictionary attacks, okay, the SQL injection attacks. And in the defensive approach, the guys are, going for a gateway level security like firewalls implementations, endpoint security solutions like antivirus management systems, the IDS IPS implementations, the mobile device management systems going to implement, email management solution going to be implement, bring your own device going to be implement. So once the company are going to use all sort of offensive and defensive devices, different things are available, okay, different what attacks will be coming into the market, right? Different attacks. Yeah. Hackers are going to be, try to find out the different ways of attacking, different APT attacks, different malware attacks, viruses attacks, password attacks, web application attacks. So what I'm trying to tell you, if you are, good enough into the application security, web application security is cloud security, network security, wireless security. So you need to understand the offensive and defensive approach, how things are going to working. Okay, and the matter of fact, at the same time, you need to understand what are the different risk assessment, because once you're going for the VAPT, vulnerability assessment and manage, penetration testing. So you need to understand that what are different vulnerabilities assessment are things going to be implemented. Okay, and then we in the in the penetration testing, how can we going to implement the security controls in your company? If we're talking about some two-factor authentications or multi-factor authentications, how do we going to implement? Okay, so these are the things. These are the very multiple things we're talking about into this particular in the cybersecurity programs. The physical security. So most of the things, if you just find out, yes, you have worked on it, you know the basic fundamentals, but it is not mandatory. Once you're going for the interviews in the SOC environment or NOC environment or anywhere, they will require advanced knowledge. They will going to ask you same question like which SIM solutions you have worked on it. You can say the Splunk, you can say ArcSight, IBM Radar. So there radar is the number of things. But how do you going to know it? So your analytical skills, your skills are very important. Your behavioral skills, your technical skills, because once you're going for the security operation centers, you should be under good understanding about the networks. You should be good understanding about the applications, how things are working. You should be good understanding about the offensive Hello. Is it audible, right, guys? Let me know if you are audible. Hello. Am I audible, guys? Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you. So I'm going to share my screen again. Let me know if you are facing any issues so that I will going to be doing something different things. Okay, so this is the field. Okay, cybersecurity career pathway we are just talking about here. So this is networking. If you are working on the networking side, if you're working on the software developments, if you're working on the system engineering part, if you're working on a financial and risk analysis, if you're working on a security intelligence sort of things. So these are some different common cybersecurity field roles. Okay, so how do you going to make your career into this? So this is the entry level. First of all, you will go for the cybersecurity specialist and technicians. So if you got this particular profile, okay, and a cybersecurity analyst, the second path is your cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity consultant, and penetration and vulnerability tester. So this is the opening job available. This is average salary is also available into the same time. So you will go there that if you are working on a cyber crime analyst investigator, then you have options in the cybersecurity analyst, okay, cybersecurity consultant, and penetration and vulnerability tester. If you are working on incident and the list responder, then you have three options available. So if you are IT auditor, okay, then cybersecurity consultant and vulnerability penetration and vulnerability testers. So if you just take a look that if you have entry level sort of things, then if you have 3 years, 2 years, 5 years experience, all those things, then you can move further into the entry level of cybersecurity. This is your first level, and once you're going for the mid level, then the cybersecurity. If you are working as cybersecurity, then you have understanding about cybersecurity technicians, cyber crime analyst, investigator, and incident analyst and responder. And you have three advanced level courses: cybersecurity manager, administrator, cybersecurity engineer, and cybersecurity architect. So these are the different openings available. These are different salary structure is available. So you is going to be make your career into this all sort of things. Suppose you are going to open your own company, or you are working as a cybersecurity consultant. So if you have a cybersecurity consultant or cybersecurity uh, jobs available in the market, so 17,768 jobs available and $91,000 salaries available in the market. So if you are a cybersecurity consultant, you have do your own work, and you also work on the company cybersecurity consultancy providing. So this is a mid-level jobs, and then once you're going for the advanced level, then the cybersecurity manager, administrators, and cybersecurity engineer and cybersecurity architect, you will gonna be available. So the matter of fact that guys, what type of decision making you're going to do it. There's cybersecurity, the first things you want to go for it, and the entry levels and the mid level things, and then the advanced level things. So all things you were just going to find out in my particular blog, Mahesh Kumawat blogs. I will going to send you the particular things. Then you just find out, yes, that's where you are right now and where do you want to be achieve it. As far as we concern about things we are talking about. Yes. So this is the things we already discussed about. Suppose if you're working on cybersecurity domain, and which things you need to be work on it always. Your cyber intelligence, user education, security operations, and security architecture, and there are multiple things. The governance, risk management, everything. So what is the right approach? Where do you going to be start? The question is arising in your mind. So we have different courses, different certifications program is available. So before you're going to start any programs, you need to be understand the basic understanding about the security, because you have seen the number of certifications. I understand you have seen that, sir, we have 5 year 3 year experience, we are the IT persons, we are going to start our career into the security. So where I need to go to start your career? So as I know that, first of all, you need to go for the network plus. So networking basic fundamentals you should be understand first of all. because network fundamentals is the key to go for the OSCP, like your cloud computing, or go for the security, cyber security, or security, any security, network security, application security, or cloud security, wireless security, any security. So first of all, your networking should be very, what we can say that very advanced, and then you just go for this particular competia as a 501 sort of programs. So in this threat, attack, and vulnerabilities, technologies and tools, architecture and design, identify and access management, risk management, and cryptography and PKI. So you should be understanding all those terms. What is all about? What is viruses, ransomware, bombs, trojans, rootkit, keylogger. You should have basic understanding about all sort of things once you're going to start your career. Because once you're going for the certified ethical hacking, all those terms comes to the picture. If you're going for the application security, these terms comes to the pictures. If you're going for the cloud security, yes, these all things you need to be carrying all the time. So this is the comparing these attacks. This is different sort of different type of attributes, script kiddies. Okay, explain penetration testing concepts, gray box, white box, and black box penetration testing versus vulnerability scanning. So these are the basic fundamentals you need to be understand before you going for the security things. Any certifications of security, offensive, defensive, or architecture, security architecture, security designing, anything. So router, switches, proxy, DLP, NAC, NAC, NITs, okay, NIPS, access point, bridge. So what I'm recommended, because I'm also a corporate trainer, so I'm going to teach the cybersecurity thing. So first of all, I need to understand the level of the student, that what type of knowledge about this particular security plus. If you have the good understanding about the security plus, basic understanding like what is wireless access points, what is controllers, what are different protocols required for security of your wireless devices, okay, the basic things, and then we will go for some certified ethical hacking program or security plus programs. Or if you have the good understanding, have a good exposure on the management side, then the CISM programs is better. If you have good technical plus management, then he will go to the CISSP programs. Okay, so these are the basic things. And then if you have the okay, okay. Hello guys, is it audible right now? Hello, is it audible? Hello, guys, is it audible right now? Hello, okay, is right now it's audible? Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. Okay, so I'm talking about some identity access management. So you need to understand different identity access management. Like if you're going for the interviews, they were going to ask you what is Kerberos. They're going to ask you what is LDAP. They were going to ask what is SSO. They were going to ask what are federation services. They were going to ask what is IEEE. They were going to ask the functionality of the Kerberos, how the things going to working in the Kerberos. So the matter of fact that if you are going to ready for your cybersecurity, or if you're going planning for the network operation center or security operation centers, so you need to understand the basic fundamentals more efficient. Okay, so this is the scenarios: HTML, NTLMs, OAuth, SML, DDS, LDAP, Kerberos, TECAS Plus, CHAP, DAP, So all these things are in the cybersecurity. Okay, the different token systems, okay, and given a different common account management practices. So I will going to share this particular slide to you, okay, this particular PDF in my I will going to provide you this particular links. So you just going to check it out where you are and which things you know, which things you don't know, and then you can plan to yourself that yes sir, these things we know, that these things we need to be brush up, because these are the things you need to be understand before you going for the security programs, any security ethical hacking. Okay, so what are different questions I already what submit into this particular things on your WhatsApp group as well. So if you're talking about network security auditing, so these are some different business risk networking basics. So Deloitte is a company that requires some security network security auditing person, okay, because they are mostly doing a going for the auditing or different companies. So they required a network security auditing person, so that this is the fundamentals they required. OSI models, TCP/IP, privacy matters, and the footprinting, discovery, enumerations, firewalls, auditing, okay, and distribution vulnerability and assessment, VAPT, a lot of things. So you need to be prepared as per the requirement. Okay, and then we just talking about some different programs. So I'm going starting with the CISSP. So if you guys have at least 5 years experience security domain, and you if you think that you are good enough into the technical, and you see that yes I'm a capability of the management, I can handle the management. So it's a right certification for you, CISSP, because in this certifications you are become a CTO, Chief Technical Officer, you become a CISO, Chief Information Security Officer, okay, and you need to represent the board of directors. So the management skills, the technical skills, you should be very advanced into this. So I will let you know that what is things inside this. For security plus programs, you need to understand certified ethical hacking programs. Then you will go for the CISP programs if you have more than 5 years experience. Okay. So these are some what different things is there. So it's a 3 hours course and 100 to 150 number of questions, 700 out of 1000 out of 700 passing marks required. And what is inside this? The security and risk management, asset security, security architecture engineering, communication and security, identity and access management, security assessment and testing, security operations, and software development security. So today I'm not going to teach everything, but the matter of fact that I'm going to tell you that which is the right path for you. Once you decide your path, sir, this is my path is there, where I'm sitting is there, then you can decide These are the things we have to go for it further. So as per your experience, as per your exposure, as you have worked till now, you can say that this is things I know, that this is things I going for it. So certifications is, this doesn't matter that you are qualified or everything. The knowledge is the thing that you can qualify for everything. So that you have to go for the knowledge. But certification is also mandatory once you're going to enter into the company, because they will going to ask you at the same time that if you are certified, then you are eligible. If you're not certified, then you're not eligible. Same things. Because right now the modern time is changed. In the previous times, what, CCNA, MCSC, the Linux, these are some certifications going to working for the past 10 to 20 years. But right now, the modern IT infrastructures, the things are changed. You need to understand the cloud computing. Yes, we were talking about sometime later. You need to understand the cyber security. New term comes to the picture. You'll have to go for the CISP. You have to go for the CHFI, computer hacking forensic investigations. Yes, we were talking about sometime later in the slide as well, session as well. So the matter of fact that because in the modern times that IT technology are changed, you need to change your strategy same times. If you're not going to change yourself, you're you're not going to change your strategies, then you are take up, you're behind. So the security and risk management, asset security, the architecture, engineering, communication security, identity and access management, security assessment and testing, security operations, and software development security. So all things that come to the picture here. So that's you can just check it here. The different sort of weightage, and that if you have worked on the good exposure on the network plus, if you have good exposure on the security plus, you have know about the certified ethical hacking. You have 5 years experience in the security domains, one of the domain. Then you can go for the CISP domain. But CISP required more advanced knowledge, because the paper is very difficult. So the thing is, the security and risk management. You need to understand different things here, like alignment of security, function on the business strategy, goals, mission, and objectives. So matter of fact that in this particular CISP, in the risk management sort of thing, security, what are different security? How to going to implement a security? The different cyber crimes. Okay, the tangible assets, intangible assets, trademarks, patents, copyrights, trade secrets, cross-border, uh, what, import export. Okay, so there are a number of things, and how do you going to manage the risk management? So types of risk management. How do you deal with this different risk in the companies? Once you find out the risk and what are different security controls you're going to implement, directive controls, electric controls, administrative controls. Okay, and how are you going to manage all sort of things? So this is all about, this is the management plus your technical skills. If you are good enough in the technical, then you would like to go for the management skills, like how do you going to write up the policy, IT policies, the password policies, the firewall policies. So you need to write it down, the policies for the companies. It's the directive controls, the preventive control, detective controls, different controls there. So suppose you are going to implement a SIM solution, security incident event management in your company, then it's a detective controls. How are you going to implement in the company? So if you are become a chief technical officer of the company, CISO or CTO, then it's your responsibility how to going to implement all sort of things. So security is what, the responsibility of the top management is always. So how do you managing the licensing of the companies? Okay, so there are different things once you're going for it, because it's a very vast domain, different asset security. So data classifications, asset classifications. You need to understand. Suppose if you're working on a company where what, different data is there. So how do you categorize? How do you classify the data? So military data, government data, national intelligence data is a very top secret data. And what type of security you want to implement? So confidentiality, integrity, and availability. How do you going to maintain all the data? So first of all, before you're going to implement all sort of things, you have to categorize data. The classification of the data, top secret, sensitive, public accessible data, what type of data it is. Okay, and then we need to provide some responsibilities, product privacy, data eminence, data processes, data collection limitations. So there are a number of things, my dear friends, in this once you're going for all sort of things. Security architecture and engineering. So if you just going further, we have different topics. So it is network, connect, communication, and network security. So if you check into this, we have different programs exposures in this. So all things are interdependent of each other. Okay. So I'm just talking about one more thing here. So the security certifications I'm talking about here, I'm not talking about here the CES CSFI because it's a anyone can do it. What about this high level paying jobs? Because right now I'm talking about the very high paying jobs in the security market. Yes. So just take a look here, my dear friends. So these are some top paying certifications of security. So we are talking about here the CISSP, Certified Information System Security Professional. Okay, this authority is IC Square. You have to go for the www.icsquare.org, and it's a $599 examinations. Okay, and you have to get 1000 out of 700 plus marks. And if you just checking into this particular, what are things inside this, so these are some 8 domains is there. So we are already talking about security, risk and management, security compliances, law, regulations and business continuity, asset security, communications and drug security, and materials management. So if you are good technical and management sort of things, you can go for this particular program. If you are the good manager, if you are not going for the project management, but you have to go for some security programs, security management programs, then CISM is best choice for you. Certified Information Security Manager. So matter of fact that you required 450 plus marks into this. So if you're just checking into the information security and governance, the risk management is come here, risk management is here, and risk management is here. So they are interdependent to each other. Suppose you understand the risk management concepts, everything, it will be work on the CISSP, it will be working on your SIC, it will be working on your CISM. Okay, and this information risk and management and information security program and development and management and information security programs. So matter of fact that you if you have more than 10 years experience, 5 years experience on the uh, security of the company, so then you will go for the CISM program, CISA programs, and CISP programs as per your requirement. You can go for the SSCP as well, CFC as well, okay, SLIC as well. So matter of fact that because most important things are CISP, CISA, CSM, and Security Plus I'm talking about here. So I've already discussed about Security Plus programs some time back, that what type of different things you're going to be used. So cryptography, if you just took look here as well, and if you're going for into the CISP programs, cryptography is also is there. Okay, so the matter of fact that the management things, the technical things, once you understand once, then it will be gonna working in all the certifications. If you're talking about it, so different certifications for CFC cybersecurity fundamental certificates, you will go for this particular things. So as a security professional, once you're going to starting your career, then network. First of all, you need to understand network plus networking, routing, switching sort of things. Then go for the certified ethical hacking, or you can go for security plus programs, and then you can go for some high advanced certifications like CISP, CISA, and CISA. So CISA is basically it is used for for auditing purpose. So lead implementer and lead auditor, they are the two things is in this. So you can say that yes, I am going to implement the auditing into the company, then lead implementer, and if you are the auditor, then you go for the lead auditor programs. So you need to understand the process of auditing information systems. How do you going to be auditing the things going to working? Security and management and programs. How the things going to working? Information systems and acquisition development things. Information system and operations and meanwhile. So matter of fact that once you understand this the concept, risk management, vulnerability assessment sort of things, then it will gonna be used everywhere. Because the CISM programs, if you are management, then you need to convince your management that we need to implement some security programs in the company, and you are responsible for the same. Like suppose you're going to implement some three-factor authentication in your company, you are going to implement the cloud computing in the company. So as a security professionals, as a CISM professionals, you need to be aware about all sort of security measures in the companies. How do you going to implement security awareness trainings? Okay, and different risk sort of things in the different things. So as a security management perspective, CISM is the right choice. CISA, CISP is technical plus management. Is very high certifications. You can go for it. And if you are looking for the exposure on the IT auditing or IT implement sort of things, then CISA is the right choice. And you can start your journey with the security plus. And Surik is what for risk management. If you are think that yes, risk management is when the things you can go for it, then risk management, especially things going to be working on the Circ platforms. So these are some platforms you can want to use it as per you like it. And for more concern, you can just connect me anytime, and then I will let you know how things are going to be working. So CISP things we already covered into this, and we have some more programs like CCSP Certified Security Cloud Professional. So matter of fact that if you are working in a company, or if you are a cloud computing engineer, you're managing the cloud like AWS, like Azure, like Google Cloud. So you've seen that there are different security programs. Okay, like AWS going to provide some AWS Architect, AWS DevOps certificates. So this is the specifically cloud vendor. If you are working on the AWS, then you have to go for certification of AWS certifications. If you are working on a Azure side, so then you have to go for AZ 500 or AZ 300 certifications required. But what about if you're working as a cloud security professional? Then it's the certification is required CCSP. You are managing all the clouds. Not talking about specific any vendors. You are certified for cloud security professional for you can managing any cloud. So the architectures, the designing. Okay, so I'm just talking about into this what is all about. So this is the what certification programs for all the clouds, not about specific vendors. Suppose the cloud will be implementing in the company, then what sort of architectures, the concepts, the designing, the blueprints, cloud data security, what type of security required, cloud platform and infrastructure security, cloud application security, cloud security operations, legal and risk compliances. So those are the things you need to be understand. This is the requirement. Okay, so the 3 hours examinations, 125 number of questions, multiple choice, 1700 numbers required. Okay, PSNV testing centers, you can use it. So these are some 6 things available. 6 domains you need to be work on it, like for cloud concepts. So we are not talking about the AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud, or Alibaba Cloud, or IBM Cloud, VMware Cloud. Not. We are talking about all the clouds. Once you implement the cloud computing in your company, then if you are a CCSP holder, then you need to concept the cloud concept understanding, the architectures, the designing of the cloud. So matter of fact that once you need to understand all sort of things into the CCSP. For more information like cloud computing, you will have to go for my blog, and then I have just write down some AWS interview questions. Okay, so this is AWS well actrix frameworks, operational excellence, security concerns, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimizations. So these are some questions you can be asked to your vendors, the cloud providers. They are going to provide you some uh, cloud. Then you can ask that the security questions. How do you manage your credentials to your workload? And if you're going to be going for the interviews on the AWS or any different vendors, you should be understanding all those concepts. Operational excellence, because once you implemented the cloud, then you need to be understand the excellence, operational excellence, the security things, okay, the reliability, performance efficiency, and cost optimization sort of things. So the matter of fact that if you have understanding all those things, then it is very important for you to get successful career ahead. So we are talking about some CCSP examination. So this is the certifications you can gonna take for what, all the cloud vendors. So you are working as a cloud specialist, cloud architect in the company, and you where you need to be, if you implement some different clouds. So you need to provide some the concepts, the architecture, the designing, the security platforms, okay, the secure information security parameters. Suppose they were going to be asked the question, the VPN concept, okay, how the VPN gonna working, how do you going to be implement the VPN concept in your firewall and the cloud. You will going to work on the identity and access management, the privilege access management, dictionary access controls, network access controls. So there are multiple things once you're working on that particular cloud platform, my dear friends. So if you're talking about the CEH program, so this is very famous programs. Most of the guys are know that. But matter of fact that if you're going for the certified ethical hacking programs, then the thing is to important understand here. These are the some terms you need to understand, because currently is a version 10 is going to be working in the certified ethical hacking. So this is the ethical hacking, footprinting and reconnaissance, scanning networks, enumerations, vulnerability analysis, system hacking, sniffing, social engineering, denial of service, hacking web services, SQL injections, IoT hacking, cloud computing, cryptography. So in this particular certified ethical hacking, you will just find out all the theoretical concepts, little bit about the practical things, but most of the things are the theoretical concepts. Because cloud computing, it is not possible that it will going to be provide you on the 20 pages, they will going to teach you everything. So as a matter of fact that you need to go for over CSCP programs, you will go for some different certifications programs like that for the firewalls and honeypots and ideas. So it is not possible that all the firewall security gateway going to be teach you in all these particular things. So if you're talking about the firewalls, we have different firewalls, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, and FortiGate, and Telsonic wall sort of things. So as per the Gartner reports, you will go for prepare for the 2 3 firewalls, get away the security that it is very important for you to understand. So where you have find out the all things you will find out into this my particular page. So if you require some certified ethical hacking books, so the books are available here. This one, you go for the certified ethical hacking, and then you just find out the all the concepts. Number 1 to number 20, everything is there. Okay, and you require some more important things, then you will go for some forensic investigations. This is forensic investigations. So in the forensic investigations, if you are going for the CSFI computer hacking, hacking computer hacking investigations, so that you just find out the number of boxes over there. So matter of fact that you need to understand where to you going to be start, which thing is best for you. There's a CHFI books. If you would like to go for some more things like that, then you will have to go for this particular slide like uh, security books. This is security books. So you will find out the number of security books over there. Android hacking, security plus, Google hacking, different things. But these are the number of boxes over there. It doesn't matter that you have to go for each and everything. So you can do also one more thing, that go here and then just go to my YouTube channel. So you will just find out the number of things. So you have got basic understanding about me. So suppose I am going to Mahesh Kumawat. This is my YouTube channels. You can just go for it, and then you can just find out some different things like that. In the playlist, you will just find out the number of things like Python, CISP, cybersecurity, Juniper programs, and number of things. Okay, so you have basic understanding by cybersecurity, CISP, Python, different things. Yeah, AWS, Azure, number of things you just find out into this. So you will just get a basic idea of what is all about. Okay, the security, Azure security is also there, cyber security is also there, forensic investigations also there, CISP is also there. So different things I uploaded. The PMP, if you're interested, then the PMP is also there, right? So the matter of fact that you have YouTube channels available, you have some different books availability, and I also clear your path that where do you going to be stand, what these things you need to be, what working sort of things. So one more things I will going to be asked, provide you informations like that. Security career. And in this particular slide, if you have seen that, is the programming, scripting, and language type C. So Python. So whether you are working on the security engineering, whether you are working on the offensive operations, defensive operations, security analyst, or security architecture, the Python is very mandatory. One of the language, okay, the Python language, Java, C++, Perl, C Sharp. So one of the language you have command understanding, because the scripting is going to working. Once you're going for the cloud computing, the script is going to working. Once you're working on the Linux environment, okay, so Metasploit tools and different tools you're going to use it into the Kyle Linux, then you require some scripting things. So the Python is currently the language in what the you can going to be learning. So Python is very mandatory for every prospect of a security domain. Okay, because the matter of fact that you need to create a script, and the script you need to be run it. So this automation of tasks you can gonna perform it over there. Suppose you would like to know that what the different number of times of joining of the users are going to be log in into the Office 365 accounts, and different time zones. You can gonna run a script on the Python, and you will just going to check it out all things. So one of the language, the Python, is also very important for prospects for the security domains. So you need to be learn the Python language is mandatory. So if you're just talking about into this, we have some CSP, we have checked it. We have some, we have some CISM is also there. So this is 50 questions, $760. This is dollars is a sample questions, and different things is also available into this. So you can check it out, that the defined communications, monitor information security responsibilities, and throughout the organizations, number of things, knowledge statements. So you could just check it out, the number of things that yes, this is the things is available, this is things I have to study, I have this is things need to, need to be learned. So CISM programs is, this is CISM, this is CISA, this is CISP, this is CCSP program is there, this is certified ethical hacking program is there, this is license penetration testing program is also there, the cybersecurity job descriptions also available. The different questions will be asked, different experience, exposure, sort of things you require in the cybersecurity job, cybersecurity requirement and qualifications. Okay, so these are some similar job titles: cybersecurity manager, analyst, specialist, information systems manager. The responsibilities, what you're going to perform it, what the skills, what the things you require, OSI layers. So most of the times you just check it out. You require some applications and networking things. The risk management is comes to the picture here as well. So as a security platforms, you need to be study more and more things. Okay, and this is the CHFI program is there also there. Okay, and what type of questions. This is the understanding sort of things. Okay, it's not about the in examinations the objective based questions, multiple choice questions will be coming into the CISA, CSM, CISP, OSCP, CCSP, OSCP as well. But as I'm talking about the CISA, okay, the CISM sort of programs, then these are the information system auditing processes, the CISA programs, governance and management IT. So these questions answer you will going to evaluate yourself that if you know the answers or not know the answers, because this is the things it will be asked your top management that how can we evaluate the organization's ability to continue business operations. So it means that the continued business operations, so you required the business continuity management plan and disaster recovery plan and threat modeling things you need to be understand. Business impact analysis you need to understand. The gap analysis you need to understand. Risk management, risk assessment, risk identify, types of risk registers. The number of things you need to be understand once you're going to provide answers. Okay, so the matter of fact, the security governance programs, the who's responsible for what sort of things required, risk management, how do you establish a risk register? Okay, the identify the key stakeholders for risk scenarios. So there are multiple questions they're going to be asked at the same times. Okay, the risk control and monitoring reporting. So risk management is need to be understand once you're going for what the VAPT testing. You need to understand first of all assessment of the uh, risk. What type of different risk? What are different vulnerabilities in the companies? The types of vulnerabilities. How do you find the vulnerabilities in the companies? Once you understand, then what type of penetration testing you are going to use it. So what type of penetration testing you will go for? Black box testing, white box testing, gray box testing. Okay, and then you need to understand what are different open source tools available in the market. So NASIS, OpenWes. So what type of tools you're going to use it for VAPT? Some paid tools are also available, open source tools available. Which things where to use it? If you're talking about some Wireshark tools, Metasploit tools, Sky Linux, NASIS, OpenWes, there are a number of things we're talking about in some more time. So these are some different things available. So you need to understand as a management prospects, this questions answers you required. But as examination point of view, you need to understand first of all the concepts. So all this is that the cheat sheet is available, which programs, what type of questions, what things you need to understand, what are the different syllabus, the passing marks, which organizations is going to be conduct this particular programs, all sort of things you will clear over there. Okay, and this is certified ethical hacking program. This is CSCP, CISP. We already discussed about cybersecurity jobs. We already discussed about so many things. Okay, and the cybersecurity programs. This ISACA is one of them. Okay, this is a license penetration testing is also available. So the matter of fact that you have everything in front of you, but the matter of fact that where you're going to be start. So any questions, anything you would like to share to me, just send me the questions. I will let you know what needs to be done, and you're just going to the different my channels as well. You are going to be check my blogs as well. So you just find out the number of things in my blogs. I'm going to write down the multiple things over there. Okay, this is my blog is there, so you just find out number of things. AWS interest questions if you're talking about some DevOps. Okay, so there are a number of CI/CD programs. DevOps is also program there. Google Drive is also there. You can just go into my YouTube channel as well. Okay, and you just going to communicate on the WhatsApp is also available. So you have different communications ways. You just need to understand what things you need to do it, why to do it, when to do it, what the things is it is better for your career prospects. So today is class is basically if I'm talking about the conclusion of the class for today. So it's not about I'm not going to teaching about the particular courses the today the PPT sort of things not. Today is going to where you are right now, what you're going to achieve it, and what are the different options that you have available, and what is the requirement, all sort of things. So once you understand this basic fundamentals, then you just see that yes, this is I am what I am right now, this is what I'm going to be achieve it, and this is the right path I am to get have to go for it. So this is for today. So any questions you just let me over uh, on the channel. So I will going to be help you out all sort of things. So I will going to drop this particular PDFs and books PDF into the particular link. Second. Any questions you would like to ask to me, sir? Anybody will? You're just going to write down into the chat box. I will going to take a look. Yes, PDFs and files. I will going to be upload. Send you the link. No problem with this. I will also send you some, what, WhatsApp groups as well. Yes. If you have 10.5 years experience and if you into operations and not working now, this is a very, what I can say that the situation is very rushed for you. But the thing is, if you have good understanding, if you work on the operations part, then you should, what, try to study right now because there's a corona thing is available. Study first it as per your experience exposure, and reach me privately so that I will help you out and what things you need to go for it. The matter of fact that in operations what things you have done it. So if you have good exposure on the security exposure, if you would like to make a career into cybersecurity or CISP, CISA, CSM sort of things, so then I will going to be help you out. No problem with this. So this Suraj asked me a question that start basic level of ethical hacking. So in the ethical hacking, yes, first of all, you need to start in the networking plus networking understanding. So basic understanding like CCNA, you need to understand first, and then you will go for the ethical hacking. Because in the ethical hacking, the theoretical concepts are there, but my style of study is just some different. Because ethical hacking, they will I'm going to teaching about some application security, wireless security, cloud security, SIM solutions, access controls, and multi-factor authentications, different offensive attacks, defensive attacks. So these sort of things you need to be understand. Because once you're going for the interviews, because if you just check out the different job descriptions in a SOC environment or NOC environment they require the person who have good understanding about the different authentication protocols. They have good understanding about the offensive defensive approach. So ethical hacking is just a basic understanding about the offensive approaches. What are different how can you going to be attack and how going to be defense. But once you're working on the SIM solutions, on multi-factor authentications, security controls, VAPT sort of things, then it is really important for you to understand all sort of basic things. So Vitul is going to be asked, I have experience in IBM, power system security and auditing. What should I learn to advance my skills? So IBM power system security and auditing. So the CISA is the right choice if you have the experience of auditing, because the CISA person required some, what, the lead implementer or lead auditor sort of things. So as for me, if you have a auditing and security both things available, then CISA is the right choice for you, because your auditing and security both experience will be count in the same CISA. So IBM power system is series AS400. I'm not sure about it. Particular IBM power system is ICDs is all about, because it's a server based things. Yes. So Kyle Linux PDF is coding file is also in, just check my in the in particular Google Drive. So you just find out a number of things, not the Kyle Linux, but the Kyle Linux entire books you will find out coding, Python using in Kyle Linux, everything in the forensic investigations drive. You can just check it out. Okay. So thank you guys for your nice session, for your availability, and hope we will going to do some more classes in the future. Thank you for your time. Any questions, then let me know. And also I'm available on the WhatsApp, and I also going to provide the links so that you can just going to be use this particular links of books, okay, and start your journey in the security. You're welcome. Thank you very much.